Okay, so you're welcome to day 2 of the mobile video editing workshop. All right, and I'm so glad to be your instructor, or how do you guys like to call it? I don't want to use lecturer. Okay, quick one. Today we're going to do a walkthrough into the software in details. All right, we're going to look at CapCut properly. Okay, before any further ado, let me quickly set up and share my screen. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen right now, everybody. I'm sure we can see my screen. So I'm pulling up CapCut. Right. So this is it. This is the interface. Aha. Okay. I'm sure it's clear now. And you guys can hear me, because I want to make sure the sound is okay. All right. Good. So I'll share my screen again now. Share screen. Start now. Okay. Now, this is the magical world of CapCut. All right. For some of us that have not used CapCut before, this might look kind of overwhelming. All right, when we get here. So I'm going to be touching every nooks and cranny of this, okay? And I'll tell you things you don't need to bother yourself with and things you need to bother yourself with. All right. So when you open up, I want to be sure my fingers are okay. Where I click is popping up. So these are templates. You understand? CapCut allows for templates, but it depends. It's in some countries they do, in some countries they don't. Okay, so then from here, if you want to capture projects with your camera directly from CapCut here, these are where it pops up. So from the first set of commands that are here, if I click on camera, it opens up my camera application, right? It opens it up, and you can see this. So if I should go back from there, we have the retouch, okay? So where you can pick in whatever project you want to pick in and retouch them. All right. So we have captions. So we have a lot of things. But the first thing I want us to do first of all is to click on new project. Once you click on new project, you'll be prompted to bring in a particular video. So I'm going to bring in a video from the last class I held. So I'll bring in one of those videos and I'll bring it into CapCut. All right. So this is how CapCut looks. Very, very beautiful. So for today we shall be looking into details, everything that we have in this work. My screen clearly, right? I'm sure we can see my screen clearly, right?
Yes, I can.
All right, beautiful. Okay, quick one. So when you get into CapCut and you have your first video project installed, just like I have here, okay, most times the project is is a very, very long, or the video is very, very long. I want to compress the length, right? So I can choose to drag my hands as if I am trying to zoom out. If I drag my hands as if I'm zooming out, it's going to zoom out the video, make it a lot more smaller. It's going to shrink it. All right, just shrink the size so it doesn't get very long on the timeline. So this place you have your video is what we call where you get to see your video, audio, and any other graphics you place. Then before then, we have this part that's called the cover. So if you click on the cover, you can easily look for what part of your video you want to use as your what? As your as the cover of the video. Now, cover of videos are always very good because I'll use this here. They're always very good because it makes people, it shows people what you have to offer. Because we've gone to, we understand what is called thumbnail. So if you've watched what's it called? If you've watched YouTube videos, sometimes when you just go to YouTube, the first what makes you even want to watch the video is the what? Is the thumbnail of the video, right? The thumbnail of the video that makes you want to watch the video in the first place. Okay. Now occupying the space, so the video is taking the shape. The canvas is taking the shape of it's taking the size of the video. All right. So if I want to change the size of my canvas to something else, I can always do that by myself, right? So I won't go into details of that because that is going to be in the key production and editing part of it. So I'll just come down here and I'll show you everything we have to offer here. So if I'm clicking outside of my timeline, I have the edits. The edit is the first one, the first set of tools. So in the edit toolbar, we have splits. So what split does is that if I should place this what's it called? This head. Are you seeing? If I'm moving the video, you're seeing this head here, this play head that is moving. So anywhere I place that play head and I click on split, it splits that video into two. There, it splits it there into two. All right. So I'm just going to undo. Okay. So anyway, once as far as the video is being selected, is highlighted, and I click on split, it splits it into two. Right. The next command I have there is my speed. So speed, I can choose to use the normal speed. The normal speed gives me, I can make the video faster, okay, or make the video a lot more slower. All right. So if I just take the video to like 2 times the speed, it becomes what? It becomes a lot faster. If I take it to probably 0.3 times the speed, it makes it a lot more slower, right? So that is just it. So I'll just leave it at 1, and I'll just press click outside. Then we have another set of speed called the curve. These curves are presets, okay? Presets. These are presets that we can use to quickly make a video look very engaging. All right. So we can achieve every of these presets here by using keyframes. But the point is, we can achieve every of these what's it called? We can achieve every of these presets here by using keyframes. But the beautiful thing about it is just this, and I'll tell you why. The beautiful thing about this is the fact that hold on a bit. I think I need to switch my network. Hold on. Okay, I think I've switched my network. I think the transition will be a lot more faster. All right, so all these things you see here are presets. So we have flash out, flash in. So I'm not going to be running everything. I'm just going to be explaining the details to you. And you can also custom how you want your speed to look like, right? You can custom it. Okay. Then you edit. You can quickly custom how you want your speed to be. So if I should raise it up, I'm trying to tell the video to be fast at that point. If I should bring it down, I'm trying to tell the video to be slow at that point. You can see if I take it and I press play, it will speed up, then it will now do what? It will now slow down at some point. Exactly. You're seeing that? Then it will now from there to speed up again. So that is just the whole thing. So I'm going to click on reset. I'll click on reset. I'll click on OK. I'll click on no curve, and that's all. So that is everything just about the speed. All right. The next one we have there is the animation. So animation is what tells how your video comes in. How your video comes in. We have a ton of them. So we have animation in, we have animation out, and we have an animation combo. All right. The animation combo is this. So it's this is how it works. So I'm going to click this particular animation, and you see the way it's coming in. So you're seeing this now. So this is taken from both the in to the out of the video. All right. So, but if I can move it to just happen when the video is going out. All right. So all these are just different animation. This tells animation. This animation tells you how your video comes in. So it's more like a transition. But the beautiful thing about the transition happens from one thing to another. That's why it's called transition. So you are transiting from one place to another, like from one video clip to another. That's transition. But when it is what's it called? When it is animation, animation tells you how the video comes in or how you want the video to just look. Okay. So after animation, we have style. So under style, we can pick the particular way we want the video to look or feel. Now remember, this is not showing anything because we are at the tail end of the video. If I should click on the video, we have various kind of style. So this style applies majorly to photos. All right, they apply majorly to photos. If I have a photo here now, I'm going to bring in a photo. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to click on the plus icon there. I'll bring in a photo. So I'm going to still bring in a photo from the last class, right? And I'll click on add. Now, I'm zooming out now. I'm using my two finger and I'm pulling it away. Press my two finger and I'll pull it away to make sure that so it zooms out the timeline. Okay, so it is not shrink. So if I should press my phone and drag it back, it zooms in. Okay, so when it zooms in, when it zooms out, the timeline becomes smaller. So when you zoom in, the timeline becomes bigger. I'm very sure we're following properly. All right, so at any point you have questions, feel free to just quickly raise up your hand because I might not be able to hear you. So just raise up your hand and I will see you and we'll take your question. All right. So also we have the chat room there. You can also post what you think you want to ask, and I'll just see it and I will respond to it immediately. Okay. All right. So this is a photo. So if I click on this photo now and I go to style, now notice that the styles now they're now pop up. They are up now, right? If I click on one of the style, it will apply, self-generating, and it will apply to the photo. Are you seeing that now? It has applied, that particular style has applied to the photo. So we have a ton of them here. We have video effects. So we can apply video effect to the particular image. Now watch this. So this is a video. This is called Cyber City video effect. So it's generating it, then it will apply it to the. So are you seeing that now? So if I should play this, are you seeing it? So I'm playing the timeline now. So if that has applied to the photo, so are you seeing the Cyber City effect? Okay, so all these majorly works very well when you're dealing with photos. The style majorly works well. Okay, so I'm going to take out the style I used there. So that's all on style. All right. So now if you notice now, after taking the style out, if I click on the image back, this is what happens. The speed here now, the speed is not working because this is a picture, not a video. So the speed will not you don't have the flexibility of using speed on photo, because if you want to use speed on photo, it's just like reducing the amount of time the photo displays. You understand? If I should press here and bring it back, I'll make the picture take less time. Are you seeing? So I can easily manipulate the speed by just moving the faders here. Okay. Now Aside animation style that we've talked on, let's click on the video back. We have delete. You know what delete does? I don't need to explain that to us. And we have something called camera tracking. All right. So camera tracking is really, really great. We'll do a project on camera tracking when the mentorship class starts, because like I said, I cannot pour out everything on CapCut in this workshop. You understand? But I'll give you everything you need to know. So for most of us that will make it to the mentorship class, in the mentorship class, we're going to really break down some certain things and work on some projects, even advanced projects together. So in this camera tracking, we have the face tracking, we have the body tracking, and we have the hand tracking. So you can, when I see something in hand tracking, you can place an object. This is face tracking. You see, that's my face. So if I want to blur out my face, I can easily use face tracking to blur out my face. So I can easily put probably a sticker on my face, so that even when I move, my face is not showing. All right. So these are things most people use to blow out their face. In most videos that they don't want their face to. So another one called body tracking. Are you seeing that I've highlighted my body? I'm very sure you can see that that block now. I've highlighted my body. So anywhere I move to, my body is highlighted there. All right. And the next one is hand tracking. All right. So my hand tracking now. Anywhere I move my hand to, it is what? It is tracking my hands. All right. Okay. So that's all on camera tracking. We'll do more of that. Then we have what we call cutout. So cutout, you use cutout to delete background from a video most times. All right. We have chroma key. Chroma key, we can knock off a particular color. That's why it's called chroma key. Chroma key knocks off a particular color from a video or from a picture. All right. You can knock off a particular color out from the picture or video. So, and we have a customized layout. So in the customized layout, there's a lot of things we can customize cutouts. So these are just other, how do I even put it? Other tools we can use. We have the brush, we have the white, we have the cutout and all of that. So I'm going to reset that. I'm not using that for now. All right. So that's what we have under the cutout. Then we have volume. You know what volume does? I won't dwell on that too deep. Then the next thing we have there, we have our extract audio. Now this video has an audio. Now watch this. If I should click on a particular picture, I won't see the camera tracking for picture. I won't see volume for picture, right? And I won't see extract audio for the picture. But if I click on the video, right, I'm going to see the volume and the extract audio. This to tell you that CapCut is really mindful. Their AI is really mindful about what is video and what is a picture. All right. Now, going forward, extract audio as it sounds. You can remove the audio from a particular video. Okay. For most of us that want to add some effect to our audio, so we can take out the audio from the video, apply our effect and all of that. Okay. So if I'm going to do that this video, so we see, I'll click here and I'll click on extract audio. I'll swipe to where it says I'll click on extract audio. So it's going to analyze it, right, and to extract the audio. So you can see now the audio is under the video. So I'm going to zoom out of it so it's smaller. So this is it. So this is I can see extracted audio 1, right? So that is it. So I'll click back on the video and I'll keep showing us something there. So now, since we've extracted the audio from the video, now you can see we cannot use the volume. We cannot use the volume tool again. We can't use the volume tool anymore, and we can only use recover audio. Recover audio now will now take that audio we've extracted back into the video. All right. So if I click on recover audio, so extracted audio has been recovered. Now, this is to tell us now that the audio has been recovered to the video, but that audio we've extracted into the timeline is still on the timeline. That's very, very beautiful. It's just like duplicating the audio that you have in your video. All right. So keep moving forward. You have something we call edit. This edit now. This edit we can either crop, rotate, or mirror our what? Our video or pictures, right? I won't dwell much on that. And the next one we have is filters. You know what filters are now? Filters you can easily we use this mostly to do some color grading. So there are some presets already there, and you can just use some other. You can do it manually if you really understand what you need to achieve. All right. We have brightness, contrast, saturation, exposure, and what have you. All right. So we set that. Answer that. Okay. All right. So after the filters, we have the adjust. So the adjust is the same thing as the filter. So they almost perform in the same way, right? They have if you click on the adjust, you can easily locate the filter. If you click on the filter, you can easily locate the adjust. All right. Now we move forward. The next one we have is retouch. So retouch is this enhances your face or your body. All right, this enhances your face or your body. We use this in detail on work on projects. All right. So the next one we have marks. We know what to mark something is. To mark something is to take out a portion of it. Right. So if I should do a split marks, are you seeing what happens there? So it has splitted. So it has marked out some part of it. Right. If I do a film strip marks, are you seeing what's happening there? If I do a circular marks, are you seeing what's happening there? So I can easily choose to increase how I want the marks to be, right? This one to show how the fader, how to fade it out, right? Then we have the rectangle marks, we have the heart shape marks, we have the star marks. So there are a lot of marks there, all right? A lot of marks there. All right. So I'm going to cancel that. Going to click undo, yeah. Okay. So after the marks, we have the overlay. Now overlay is very beautiful. This is what allows you to. Okay, somebody is not hearing my audio. Can you hear my audio now? If you can hear, please say yes in the section, so I know you're hearing my audio now. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, so if you can't hear me, it's probably your network, so please check it properly. Other persons can hear me. All right, so we'll move forward. All right. Okay, so overlay allows you to put probably put pictures on your videos or put anything. So when the word overlay means you can put something on something. All right, so overlay. All right. Now that is that and that about overlay. So if I click on all this, if I should click on this, this is a video, right? I click on the video and I click on overlay. What it does is it turn that video into an overlay. So it will take the video from the main canvas and make it an overlay. Now this is the beautiful thing about overlay. If I click on overlay, now it will become an overlay. So as an overlay, I can easily shrink the video to the size I want it to be. So this is what we can use to create tutorial videos. So most of us that teach online can create tutorial videos with this, whereby you recorded your face while you are teaching, or while you're recording your screen, recorded your face, and you now want to put both of them side by side. You understand? This is very, very helpful. All right, or probably you want to show a particular video while you are talking on one other video. You understand? So all these things help. So I can easily click on the picture, enlarge the picture, right? While I put the video somewhere. Okay, click on the video, then I'll expand it. So I'll just put the video somewhere here, so you can see why I am, why the picture is there, the video is also there. You can see the video is there even when the picture is out, the video is still there. All right, this is very, very helpful. Okay, so we move forward. I'm going to undo till I get to where we were before. Okay, so this is where we were before. All right, so once you don't have anything in your overlay, let me just continue on the edit panel first. Okay, let me just continue so I don't leave one for one. Right, so after the overlay, the next thing we have is replace. Replace is very, very good because why? Instead of you to go and pick a particular video or picture and bring it into the video to just place it where you want some other one to be, you can just easily just click on that particular thing you want to replace, then click on replace here. Replace will take you to your gallery, and you click on what you want to replace that particular picture or video with, and it's very, very easy and seamless. All right. The next one we have is stabilize. When you have videos that has shaky shots, when your hands are shaking or the video is shaking, you can use stabilize to stabilize it. Okay, stabilize the video. So when I click on stabilize, there's a lot of stabilize options. We have the minimal cropping. Yeah, we have the recommended cropping. We have the most stable. So these are various presets, and they work differently. We're going to put them to use when we start working a lot more. All right. So the next one I want to see there is opacity. Like the name sounds, opacity. So it's how bright or how dark your video is, right? Yeah, or video or picture, anyone. So we have noise reduction. Noise reduction is the AI that CapCut has that allows us to do what to either make reduce the noise in our video. All right. Okay. So we move forward. We have voice effects, right? We have a ton of voice effects. Okay, we have so this voice effect, it turns the audio in that your video to this. So probably turns your audio, or if you have already, okay, somebody has a question, somebody's raising their hand up. Okay, John Flourish. Okay, please ask the question. Okay, I can hear you. Okay, can you type the question? I can hear you here. Is that okay? Can you type the question? All right, we'll move forward while we wait for his question. So this audio, this voice effect can change the voice tone you have, like on your video, right? It allows you to change it. Okay, so you can easily change it. Now you have microphone, low fi, we have tremble, electronic, and a lot of them. There are tons of them there. All right. So after voice effect, we have copy. Copy is very good. So when you click on copy, it quickly duplicates, like duplicating the particular video or picture you have highlighted. Remember that all these tools I'm mentioning, you have to have either a video or a picture highlighted to use them. All right. And the next one we have is reverse, like the name sounds, reverse. So if something is going from 0 to 1, when you click on reverse will make it what 1 to 0. So it takes it back, like reverse. Reverse is very, very good when I'm dealing with when I'm doing some kind of slow motion video and I want it to go back and forth. Okay, I use that so much. All right. Yeah. So you just imagine, I think I used that in one of the videos I posted on my Instagram. I was climbing a particular I was recording when I was climbing, or when I was going down, from the particular height. But I needed a clip of when I was climbing. So since there was no clip of me climbing, I had to do what? I had to take that particular clip, reverse it. So I don't use it at the first, and I use it at the first as me climbing. So when I reverse it, instead of me going down, it's not like me coming from down up. You understand? All right. So we move forward. The next thing we have freeze. Okay. If I click on freeze, what freeze does is that a particular frame of that video, it does what? It keeps it static. It keeps a particular frame of that video static. Are you seeing it? So before you now continue playing. All right. So it keeps that particular part of the video static before you continue playing. Okay. Now, we're going to undo that. So still on the edit. So after freeze, what do we have next? We have motion blur. Ooh, I love this so much. I love motion blur so much. So when I click on motion blur, right, there are different features, right? I can pull in the blur, right? Pull in the blend. I want it to blend. Yeah, pull in the time. Pull in if I want it to blur forward or backward. If I click OK, it will apply that blur motion effects. Now I want us to see something together. Motion blur is very, very good in videos. This is what you use to apply some kind of speed effects, vroom, vroom. You understand? So this is very, very So this is where it's going to be processing. Okay, it's going to be processing, and processing. So we just have to hold up the bits while it's processing. So John Flourish, we didn't get your question. So I don't know. I'm still looking at the screen here to see if I can have your question written out. Please do share us your question so we can be sure you're following and can talk to other persons too.
Sorry, sir. Does CapCut use, and we are using it now, is it using internet?
Yes, please. It uses internet because all your presets. The thing is this: when you download it for the first time, okay, you might not necessarily when you download it for the first time and you unlock any effect or feature you've already downloaded or unlocked, it will be there for you even when you don't have internet. All right. So that's how it is. So like me now, I can use my CapCut without internet because some of the effects and tools I use are what they are things I've used before. So except if I upgrade my CapCut again, so that is where the possibility of me trying to download some things. Take for instance, there's a kind of font I use. So the font is already downloaded there. So I start and I've done so and I make it my favorite. So it's there already. So I don't need internet to use that particular one. All right, so you only need internet to it's like when you have software, you want to install plugins. So it's like installing those plugins. You need internet to be able to install those plugins or use them properly. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So don't be scared there. So any other person has a question? John Floor, you can ask a question now while we're waiting for our motion blog to apply.
Okay, so yeah, I wasn't hearing your audio, so that was why I was raising my hand. But I was actually using my Bluetooth speaker, but I didn't know maybe someone came around with an AirPod and my Bluetooth connected to it, and I couldn't hear the audio any longer. So I figured it out.
Okay, probably the person is now listening to the lecture instead of you.
Yes, that was what happened. So I was wondering what is going on. So I had to turn off my Bluetooth. I now checked and noticed someone else connected my Bluetooth.
So sorry. No problem. No worries. The video is being recorded. The class is being recorded, so you can always go back and review. Look at some places you didn't get clearly. All right. So today is generally a walkthrough. We will walk through everything of this software. So when we begin to use them, it is not something that is far-fetched anymore. All right. So a lot of times people get frustrated because they know what they want to do, but they don't just know how to navigate through the software and do those things properly. All right. This is why I'm taking time to make sure I touch every tool in this application. All right. So our motion blur is done. Since our motion blur is done, I'll go to the sound and I'll play it. So are you seeing this? So it keeps going. So at the point where, watch this. So are you seeing? Did anybody see that? Did you see that motion blur effect there? So you notice something there. What is a lot of the effects we use in CapCut does not really apply crazily immediately. It applies it applies more when you're now exporting it. When you're exporting it, that's when most of all those, so you might not really see it in details. Okay, so if I should go back to my motion blur, you can see the blur is little. If I should increase the blur a lot more, you might now feel the impact. All right, so let's say I increase the blur down here and I apply it, so it will still apply the motion blur effect. So this might be taking a lot of our time, but I'm going to cancel this. But we all understand what motion blur does, right? When you are using some speed up. All right. So the next thing we have is graphs. Okay. So we use graph to customize between keyframes. So this is where I'll tell you this. Okay, let me just show you what keyframes are. So while I'm talking about, let me just show you what keyframes are. Okay. So now this is it. So this is my video. So I'll come to this point of this video. You see this guy here. Are you seeing that guy I just clicked now? It has plus and minus. So if I click on minus, it will remove that particular keyframe. Now what keyframe does is that it tells a particular effect where to start or where to end. Watch this. If I should start from here and I keyframe this thing with a plus here with the same size, and I come to this point here and I increase the size or zoom into the video, right? Now this is what will happen. The video will play smoothly, and when it gets to the keyframe, did you see what just happened there? So the video zoomed in from where how do I put it? The video was like at 100%, right? It was at 100%. Now, then at the next keyframe, I zoomed it up to like 150%. So from that 100% to where the keyframe says 150%, the video will keep zooming in gently. Okay, so all these things are things we use for motioning our videos most times. Okay, so I can tell my video to come in from here to here using keyframes. Okay, so that's keyframing. So we use this our graph between keyframes, and I'm going to just put a keyframe here, and I'll put a keyframe here. All right, and I'll now go to that graph now, so we can see how it works. Are you seeing this now? So now it's now open, so I can put ease in. So the from that keyframe to that keyframe, it's going to ease in. So if I should put ease out, from that keyframe to that keyframe, it's going to ease out. If I put flow in, so anything I want to happen is what will just happen. So are you seeing? So anything I want to happen between those two keyframes is what will happen. All right. So I'm just going to click on undo. Right. So that is everything under the edit panel. Under the edit panel, that's everything that we have there. Okay. Then we can now move straight into the audio panel. All right. So this part now, there's not too much of a thing here. So first thing is sounds. So CapCut has a lot of sound presets. Okay, so this is where you can easily pick sound you can use on your video. You know, there's a lot of them. There are tons of them. And if your TikTok is linked to your CapCut, all right, so you can easily the sounds that you've made your favorite on TikTok, you can easily use them from your CapCut here. All right, so that's that about that. So the next thing there is effects. That's sound effects. So a lot of sound effects. Okay, a lot of them. So there are quite a lot of them. So you can just always use, you know, performance, laugh, fight, transition effects, food. A lot of them there that you can always pick from and use. Then we have extracted. What's it called? Extracted audios. So if you have audios that you've extracted already, you can bring them in. If I should click on this now, it will not bring in the video. It will bring in just the audio from that particular video. All right, so any video I click in, it brings in just the audio from that video. Okay, so I'll delete that. Next one there is record. So I can choose to record while the video is playing. So watch this now. If I click on this, and it's going to be recording this particular video audio I am saying onto the video. Are you seeing it? So this is what people use to do all those they are vlogging. Those vlogging they do. So after bringing all their video rushes, so they'll be talking while they are seeing the video transit from one video to another. So that's that simple. All right. So I might just have to just undo that. Okay. The next one there is the next one there after the record. That's all on that, right? That's about that there. So then the next one we have is the text. We have the text, so we can either add text. You can add stickers. All right, you can add stickers. There are tons of stickers here. You can add stickers, and you can auto caption. So CapCut is very beautiful because it allows us to automatically caption. But there's one thing about AI. AI only understands English language and some other language, some other documented languages. So if you are speaking something like Yoruba in your video, AI might not do well to really transcribe that properly. All right. And even there are some English language, if you were not very, very audible here, you will not be able to really, state it out clearly. All right. So going forward, we have text templates. There are text templates. I click on text templates. We have quite a lot of text templates. All right, so we have a title template, we have social media templates, we have titles, we have blog templates, we have outro, chapter, various templates there to use from. Okay, then we have auto lyrics. So if you have a song, a proper song, and you want to automatically, put it. So this, I use this most time to probably do like a quick what's it called, lyrics video for some karaoke and all of that. Okay, and after that we have draw. Like the name implies, you draw, so it gives you this freehand sketch that you can easily use to write something on something. All right, so that's how it is. That's draw for you. Okay, that's all on text. Then aside text, we have stickers. Then we now have the main sticker panel also. Okay, then aside that, we now have the overlay. Remember that the overlay panel, we saw it also when we're dealing with the edit panel. All right. So from there we move to the effects. So the effects, we have video effects, body effects, photo effects. If I click on video effects, the effect that will be popping up here will be the effect that applies to video. If I click on this one here, so it will apply that particular effect to the video, smart sharpen. All right, that is it. Somebody has a question? Okay, we'll continue. So we have body effects, right? So there's a lot of body effects there. So you can see there's one they call phantom. So are you seeing it now? So any movement I make there, it makes it like a phantom effect. We have this chromatic, right? Are you seeing that? So most of these effects work well depending on the kind of video. All right. So I'm going to just undo that. Then we have photo effects. The photo effect is not working because our selected media is the video. If I should scroll up and go and select I'll zoom out and I'll go to where the photo is. Now you see the photo effect has popped up, right? It has popped up now, so I can now choose from my turn of photo effects. All right. So that is that about the effects. Then we have the filter. I think I mentioned that. So we see have it here on the main. These are like the main menu, right? Then we have the ratio. So ratio is what now talks about the size of the screen, the size of our output. So if I to do is 9:16, you're seeing the way it is, right? So it's telling us to use both fingers to resize your video. Yeah, because it's showing that this is a blank canvas. So this is what we're going to be using. Somebody asked me, I think we spoke about having those videos that are, all those videos that are in, 3 folds and all of that. So this is how most of those videos happens. I'll just do this in a rush for you. So I'll place this my video at the top here. I'll increase it a little, place at the top here, right? I can just quickly make a copy of that video. I'm just going to do this in a rush. I'm not going to sit on it too much. I'll make a copy of that video and I'll turn that particular copy into an overlay. I'll move that overlay. I'll press and hold, move it down the front, right? Now that one that is an overlay, I'll select it and I'll now move it down, right? Are you seeing it now? So I can click on the first one, move it up a little, click on this one, move it. So this is an overlay. It will be always be what? It will always be on top, right? So since it's always on top, I can just quickly move it up, click on the other one, move that one down. Since I want this other ones to be on top, click on this one, put this one on top like this. Then click on that same overlay now. Go now, you still see copy again. Then you copy that overlay again. Press it, hold, and since it's an overlay already, you can always just put it on top of each other. So click on that one again, now move that one up. Are you seeing now? So I move it up, I play the video. You can see the 3 videos are playing independently. Are you seeing that? So that's the beautiful part of all this. So when I see videos like this and people get overwhelmed, I laugh. Because the only reason you get overwhelmed is because you don't really know your way around. Okay, so we're talking about ratio. Let's go back to what we're talking about. Talking about ratio, right? So quick one quick tip here. You see that after going back to the main menu, you're not seeing those video stars the way it were. So you can just click on here and you see them back. So it takes you back to the overlay panel. So when I click outside again and click back, it takes me back to the main menu, right? Okay, so we have the canvas. So the canvas, you can choose to make the canvas a particular color. You can choose to choose the kind of background we want. All right. for the video, and we can choose the kind of blur we want. All right. So this is that about canvas. Then we have adjust. I've spoken about adjust before now. All right. So that is that and that about the main menu. So with this, I've been able to even touch quite everything. So let me just tell you one or two things. You've seen me do undo and redo. So you can already find where that button is. Now, if I want to see what I'm doing on my screen, fully, I can easily do that by just doing what? By just clicking on this expand. So it will play the video that I have going on my screen in full screen. All right, and I'll take it back to go back. Now, my export size or my export format, I can choose to export in 1080p. I can choose to export in 2K or 4K. Yeah, I can choose to export in whatever frame rate I want to export, and I can choose whatever Mbps. All right. So, but for most video we use, I just tell people keeping your video at 30 frames per second is okay. All right. Then keeping your video at 1080p, depending on where you're posting. All right. It's also very, very okay. All right. So that's about that. So now, if I want to export now, I'll just click on this export button that is here at the top right corner. Sorry, pardon me. Then to start exporting, but we don't want to export yet. Pardon me. So that's just it. Now, I'm going to touch everything. So now let me now tell you what happens when you click on particular things. When I click on a particular video, I get thrown directly into the what's it called? Into the edit panel. You can see the split, speed, animation, and all that we spoke about. Everything I hear when I click on a video. But when I click on an audio, it's different. It takes me straight into the sound panel, where I have the words, into the audio panel, where I have the sound, effects, extract, and all of which. Right now, when I highlight the audio, it now shows me what the split, fade, volume, voice effects, speed, reduced noise, and everything that is associated to audio. It shows that to me. That is what it does. That's why I have to go through the stress of telling you everything on the main panel, because everything on the main panel is what really applies when you click on anything you want to really work on. All right. So I think with this, we've been able to properly walk through the whole area of CapCut. Right. So the next thing we want to do now is start working on projects. Right? We want to start working on projects. So yesterday we had an assignment and quite a lot of us didn't submit our assignments. Quite a lot of us didn't attempt our assignment. Quite a lot of us too didn't even care about the assignment. But the truth is this: if you've written your scripts for the video you have to shoot, please share them with me, and I'm going to guide you on how you can quickly shoot them, because we'll be needing them tomorrow to actually work on some projects. All right. So with this now, I think this is a perfect place to draw the curtain, as we've been able to really look at the whole interface of CapCut. Aside these things I've mentioned, almost every other thing on this app is the same. Even on the desktop app, they are all the same. All right, just the little differences and all of which. Okay, so this is the point where I leave the floor open for some questions or some contributions or some observations and all of which. If you have questions, please just raise your hands and I'll answer your question for the next few minutes we have. This class will taking it longer than usual, if not, right? Okay, I'm seeing one hand up, and that's Oluwaseun. I'm seeing Flourish up also. Please raise up your hand. And KEC is up also. That's 3. Who has questions? Raise up your hand if you have questions. Okay, let's start with Oluwaseun. Oluwaseun, the floor is yours. Ask the question.
Why are we supposed to submit the assignment?
You're supposed to send the assignment to me. Everybody in this class receives a message from me. if you receive messages from me, that means you can also reply to messages. All right. Is that fine?
Yes, yes.
All right. So next person there is John Flourish. Please ask a question.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask two questions. First,
Okay.
CapCut, and I've learned about other apps you can use for video editing, like InShot, and a couple of them though. So I want to know if is CapCut more proficient than others, or is it the best than others? And then secondly, so you showed us something about the graph where you can apply any effects from the graph. So I want to know if you are starting to apply an effect from one point to, how do you know from the point where you applied an effect to the next point? How do you
Okay.
this is exactly where I want it to start, and this is where I want an effect to end for the video to continue?
Okay. So I'll answer your question now. All right. So now this is it. If I should go to the effects panel, right? I'm on the effects panel now. Once I click on the effect, what happens? You see this little drop down already.
Yeah.
Right? So if I click on that, I can easily choose what? I can easily choose to do probably what kind of effect I want it to be. I can easily choose to adjust, adjust the blur, I can choose to adjust the lateral chromatic aberration, then filter. There's a lot of things I can quickly adjust from there. Now, I know that's not what you're asking right now, but now I'm going to answer your question with this. Every effect or animation we use has what? Every effect and animation we use, it has what's it called? It has a duration, right?
Okay, yes.
If I click on this video, yes, and click on animation, it has a duration. Look here. Anyone I click, it has its duration under it, 0.5 seconds before into the video, right? If I click on it, if I'm clicking longer, it's going to take a lot more longer before it gets down there. Are you seeing that now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it. So click on this. Okay, so that is it. So if I click on the animation now, I take it back. So you see, it's just coming quickly. Are you seeing that? So that is it. So that's one thing about that's how the animation works. So every animation or effect will give you time under there to look at it. All right. You asked a very valid question. So I'll go to your next question now that says if CapCut is more efficient than some other ones. The truth is I've used various video editing softwares, and I can tell you one thing for sure. CapCut, I am very, very surprised that CapCut is not paid yet. CapCut should be a paid app, all right, because it's very flexible. So I think I can liken CapCut to be like Pixel Lab for doing designs. So when a particular app is very flexible, people get to run away from it, but everybody likes templates. Everybody likes ready-made. But the reason why I don't really like ready-made and I hate ready-made is because why? Ready-made will make you lazy. You won't be able to think outside the box. Take for instance, there are some apps you will use to make these 3 stars videos I made, right? There are apps you use to make these 3 stars videos. I don't need to start doing all these things I did. Just put your 3 videos and it automatically do it for you. But the thing is that there are much more flexibility. I can do quite a lot with these particular ones I have done now. There's a lot of things I can do with it, right? Because I am very, very flexible. There's the limit to what I can do depends on the limit to how much I need the app or software, which is why I love it. Okay, so I love InShot and all of it, but I don't really like them when it comes to doing great production, especially with the ones that have watermark and all of that. CapCut, no watermark. You can shoot your video, edit your video like a professional, like a pro. Their videos are okay. I'm going to play a video for us, and I'm going to show us. I edited those videos with CapCut, right?
Yeah.
Let me stop sharing my screen. Don't worry, Isi will come to your question now. So I can let me make sure I have to really clear this. And thank you so much for asking such a question. It's very, very important we raise issues like this so we can always let's look at them squarely. Okay, so I'm going to play this video. So um, let me quickly share my screen with us. Share screen, share this screen with us. Right, we can all see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so watch this. Okay, hold on. Let me share audio too with us. Let me share the audio with us too. Let me see if I can share the audio with us as well. Hold on, let's hold on a bit. Trying to get the audio. I want us to really look at it together. Okay, I'm sure we can see it now. Right?
Yes.
So, can we hear the audio now? All right, so we should hear the audio now. So let's watch it. Now, did you see that video?
Yeah.
So, now, that video was edited and it was shot with an iPhone, the whole clip, and it was edited with CapCut.
Wow.
You see, yeah, so exactly amazing, right? So I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you one other video. The reason why I'm showing you this is so you understand why you're choosing CapCut and not some other kind of video editing software. Okay, so I like it. I like it when people ask questions, and I like to really tell them why we're doing what we're doing, because so it doesn't seem as if we are. So this is another video. This is my timeline on CapCut. So just watch this. So that is me. I'm editing, working on some stuff, right? So that's me. That's the interface. All right. So quick one. I'll just take you to the point where I want you to really see the finished work. All right. So I'll take you down to the point that shows the finished work. Okay, I think it's somewhere around here. Okay, I think it's still forward. Okay, yeah, somewhere here. Okay. Let's finish work.
Hey guys, don't buy this. Instead, buy this. If you buy this, within a period of time, the rent that will come out from there will avail you the opportunity to buy this. Wealthy people don't buy this first. They buy this before they buy this. My name is Alexander Henry Franklin. I'm your real estate consultant, your financial advisor.
So what you just watched now was also shot with an Android and edited on CapCut.
Okay.
So did you see that? So in as much as I like to keep my editing very, very simple, I don't really like heavy effects because simplicity is the best way to tell stories, all right? So that's why you don't really see all those that there. But the point is, are all these things achievable on CapCut? Yes, they are. They are very, very achievable on CapCut. All right. So are you satisfied now?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Great. All right, great. So let's quickly move to EC's question.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so my question is, first of all, I saw a desktop CapCut. Is that a desktop version of CapCut?
Yes, that is the desktop version.
Okay, it's also free, right?
Yeah, it's free. Both are free.
Both are free. Okay. So
Yes.
I think the second and third questions I have, I've seen videos where someone is talking here, but then some text is scrolling down and it's following the words that they are saying. So it appears for every word that they say, the word down appears. Can you also do something like this on CapCut?
Yes, you can. Okay, so I'll quickly play. I like to when I say some certain things, I like to also how do I put it?
Demonstrate?
Yeah, I like to demonstrate them, show it to you. So it's not just talking, okay? So we can see it happen. All right, so something whereby I was talking. So, okay, I think I can share this. Okay, I think I can share this. Let me share this with us. So, okay, I have this in my system. Hold on, please.
Sure.
Okay. Share. Trying to share up my screen. Okay, can we see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that's it.
Training was amazing. I loved it, every part of it. I made a video on my phone, and then I learned how to import from Snapchat to CapCut. I learned some pictures on CapCut.
I got to know things that on a normal, I know on my job now. I'm very good at video editing. I can make my content.
I'm actually a shy person. If I'm making my videos, I'll keep doing it. But today I learned how to edit and to make videos today. It was passion.
Was eventful, practical was something to like. We look forward to getting more.
How to edit my videos.
Training was very nice. I'm glad I had to learn something new, a new video editing app called CapCut, and I'm so grateful to our teacher, Mr. Savior. Thank you so much for the wonderful lecture. I had an amazing time. It was cool. A trend was that I use this trend because I learned
All right, so did you get that?
Yes, I did. But then did you guys type it yourself or it auto-generated?
Okay, so a lot of time you can auto-generate it depending on how clear your video is. But I'll tell you for free, and you can also agree with me that most AI-generated captions, you have to think, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's also good after generating them, you go through them properly, especially when you don't want to look like a novice out there. So, but it will generate based on what you can pick from the video. That's why it's also good to make sure your audio quality is clean. All right. So if it's clean, so it can easily generate the captions from it. All right. Yeah. Okay.
A
Did I answer
final
that?
question.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes, you did. A final question is, is it possible to, for instance, if you have a green screen, is it possible to do like a green screen effect with this software?
Okay. Okay. When you say green screen effect, I'm trying to understand. Is it that you
Okay.
shoot a video somewhere and you want to probably bring just
Overlay a
yourself?
particular video and then
Yeah.
overlay the
You
video
can.
at the back of a particular
Exactly. So it is the same thing with what I just did with the overlay option, right? So I did that with the overlay option, and this was what I did. Let me quickly share my screen one more time so you see. Okay, let me quickly share my screen one more time so you see. So this is it. So I have these videos here. I have some of them on overlay already. So let me quickly okay, let me go to my canvas. I want to make sure you follow this properly. So this is it. So I'm going to delete most of the overlays I have. I'll just delete them for now. Delete this and delete this. Right? So I'll be left with just the main video. So I'll zoom out on the main video, place it properly. Right? Let's place the video properly. Now, why this video is playing, right? And I want to play some other video. Let's see. Okay, let's say I have this image right in front here. Let me bring that image now. Okay, I have this image here, right? And I quickly want to use this image or probably another video. Let's see. Let me quickly add another video. Right? Let me add another video. Okay, click on videos here. Let me add this video and click on add, right? So I've added another video. If I click on that particular video and I scroll down to where it says overlay. If I click on overlay, so it will take it to the overlay panels, right? So I'll move this video down to where I want this video to be, right? I'll click on that particular video and I'll shrink it to just the size I want. Are you seeing that? So I can have multiple of this kind of video. And also, if I have a video whereby I am standing on a plain background, I want to just bring just myself. Okay, I can also as well, I can as well just I understand what you're saying. And as well just click on it depending on the kind of video and how the video was shot. Okay, so I can also just go back here, where I still have the overlay, right? I can go scroll and use cutout. I'll see remove background. So when I use remove background, you see okay. Are you seeing that's removed background? Are you seeing me now floating?
Yes.
You see it now, right? So I can easily zoom in or place it wherever I want to place it. So while the main video is going on, I'm now giving it that kind of a green screen kind of effect. So it's like I am in front of a screen. Okay. So what we can do with CapCut is it's endless. Trust me.
Very powerful.
Yeah. So and this is, as you can see, I'm doing this on my mobile phone. And even that other video you saw was on my mobile phone, but this same thing are achievable even on the desktop. In fact, it is easier on the desktop, if I must say. If people that use desktop for other stuff, that desktop is easier for some other things because you can easily move things around very, very quick by just clicking your mouse. Unlike your mobile phone, you have to be using depending on your two fingers and all of that. So, but the thing is, the reason why I have to make this more of a mobile-related video editing class is because a lot of persons don't really have access to computer. So I don't want to just make it look as one other video editing class as is for some people and not for some people. So if you have a computer, you can do it. If you have a mobile phone, you can still achieve it, no stress. All right. Okay. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, any other question? Any other hand up again? Okay. So no other person is asking questions. So if you all agree with me, today's class was super amazing. I enjoyed myself and I hope you did. So what you're going to do for me, today's assignment will be very, very simple, right? Today's assignment, you just go back, write a review. Okay, send it to me as a DM, write a review of how much you enjoyed the class and your take home from today's class.